If you need any My Team grinds in any mode, hit up my boy Witty for safe, reliable, and the cheapest grinding services around. Hit him up on Twitter. You won't be disappointed. Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing gameplay with the brand new Galaxy Opal Mitch Richmond. I almost called him a diamond, but Galaxy Opal Mitch Richmond, who should be one of the best pure shooters in my team. My question is, does he do enough besides that to make him worth locking 200,000 MT in? I think the answer to that question is probably no, but I'm excited to try him out and see what he can do. So before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it and let's take a look at this card. So you're looking at a 6'5" shooting guard, little undersized, but 99 offense, 92 defense. Honestly, he's an incredible shooter, and he's got a 94 driving layup, 96 mid-range and 3-ball, but only a 75 driving dunk. That's not a great start. Then you move on, you got an 88 steal, 90 perimeter, which is fine, but 62 block, 69 interior, also not great. 92 speed, 90 speed ball, 90 agility, 89 vert, 79 strength. I don't have a big issue with that, but low interior and low dunking are pretty big flaws, in all honesty. So he's got 10 Hoffs, 18 golds, and a silver, which is 29 total badges. Got Hoff Deadeye, limitless slippery off ball, handles for days, layup mixmaster, physical finisher, mini marksman, set shot specialist, shifty shooter, and lightning launch, gold posterizer, bailout, break stutter, unpluckable, post lockdown, challenger, off ball, pass, pick dodger, glove interceptor, pogo stick, immovable enforcer, ankle assassin, strong handle, on ball menace, high flying denier, and silver paint patroller. I believe he added bailout, high flying denier, immovable enforcer, posterizer, paint patroller, and on ball menace. I would add all of those badges except for maybe high flying denier. I think high flying denier could be replaced with a rise up if you wanted to. Does he have, let me see, what else? Is there anything else that would be like a must have? Maybe brick wall could be a good option as well. I don't think high flying denier is that useful of a badge, especially considering he has a very low block rating. But overall, those are the badges I'd add to the card. Look, I think he's going to be fine, but my honest expectation going into the video is that he's not going to be that great. We'll see. The jumper is going to be money. I have no concerns about that whatsoever. D-Rob base is always very good, and he's got a great upper. It's a very, very smooth jumper. The fade looks to be good as well, potentially Pro 2. I think it's definitely not a bad one either. Yeah, that's a very good fade. So the jumper's elite, the fade is elite. That's fire. You know what's not a fire? Behind the back. Escape. Really just any of these SIGs that I can tell so far. It's just doesn't have a good explosive escape either. Like, he doesn't look like he moves very well. So drag back's okay, pro dribble style's okay, but I do think you're gonna have some flaws with the card, and that he doesn't have very good escape, doesn't have very good behind the back. That'll hold him back a little bit. And then obviously, again, he's only a 75 driving dunk, so not gonna be elite attacking the rim the way that you'd probably want him to be, the way that I would want him to be for sure. So again, when you think about the best shooting guards in the game, it's a pretty loaded position. Is this card better than a Clyde Drexler or a Vince Carter or a Ron Artest or a Paul George or somebody like that? Guys who are better defensively, better slashers, still very good shooters, even if their jumpers aren't quite as good. My opinion right now, probably not. I'm excited to use him, but at best, I think he's just a better overall Kyle Korver. That's about it. Like, and Korver's jumper is probably even a little better, but this jumper's nasty. It definitely is. But literally, that's what I think he is. He's a better Korver. Incredible shooter, not a ton else at an elite level. Let's hop into a game, see what Mitch Richmond can do. Alrighty, our opponent here, I saw Pink Diamond Kyrie in his lineup. That's not generally indicative of an elite level squad, but maybe he'll surprise me. We'll see what happens. Only 6 wins, tier 13. Hey, this is just one of those games where you're going into a lower tier showdown game, and you're not always going to get the most sweaty of opponents. He's got Dirk, D-Wade, D-Rob, Xavier McDaniel, which, I mean, all those cards are very, very good. And then he's got Kyrie at shooting guard. I'm not complaining Kyrie's at shooting guard, though, because you know what that means? That means opportunity for Mitch Richmond to really get his shots off. First 3-ball of the game is up and in, and we are going to try to get about 10 more of those. I'm trying to break an NBA 3-point record here with this Mitch Richmond card in this game. Maybe not quite that, but he's definitely going to get a lot of shots up. That's contested. KP with the board, and we are right out in transition again. Catch and shoot again because he's not stepping up, and I spiked. Awesome. Love it. Okay, well, that's fun. We'll get to that. That should be... Wow. 2K? I mean, good shot by Dirk. He missed it, but I don't know about that one. That should have been, I don't know what happened. Okay, it's fine. Come off of this. He's got a great fade. Look for that. Oh, good job contesting with D-Wade. Fade is not looking too great so far on that one anyway, but he did a good job of contesting, so you got to respect that. Double escape here. Try to get off this, and we do get some space. I'll shoot it again. I got a green, man. Come on. Frustrating start to this game. I'm not going to lie. Not executing very well, because that's the thing he's supposed to be doing at an elite level is shoot the ball. Like everything else could really care less about, right? But he's supposed to shoot the ball crazy high. at a crazy high level, I should say. And well, not happening so far, gotta say. First couple possessions anyway. I'm gonna run some random play and we're gonna see what happens. Just running a 3-point play for, I hope it's a play for freaking Mitch Richmond. We'll see what happens. Come off the screen, go to the corner. I mean, I throw it to him in the corner. Now we'll come up top, get off the screen, stop, pop, Mitch for bro. Yeah. Blame me if you want, sure, but goodness, if for a card who's only a shoot, like not only, but mostly a shooter, he should be knocking more of these shots down than he is right now, in my opinion. So not a great start to the game. Gotta say, again, would you pay, like, look, 200K for this card doesn't make a lot of sense to me. He's not elite defensively. He's got no off the dribble ability, really at all. And he's not a great slasher either. He's just a great shooter, and that's cool. But in a game that has RNG shooting the way that this game does as well, like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Trying to get a crab. There we go. That's the crab I'm looking for. And that one is finally green. We were due to knock down a 3-ball, but Mitch Richmond gets that one to go. Nice shot that time. And we retake a lead at 6-4. He misses, but he gets his own board. And we're going to get right back out to Kyrie. Mitch, there we go. He's right in the lane. That was a terrible pass more than it was a great defensive play, but we'll take it. And that's a deep transition 3. That one is green. That's a lot more like it, Money Mitch. Beautiful stuff. Knocks down the jumper. Has 9 points. That's a lot more like it. And then he gets ran by Kyrie. Defensively, not elite, not cutting off baseline very effectively. Good Lord. That was a very deep fade. Like, I know Dirk is post fade GOAT, but that's a really deep shot. I don't know. Shout out to you, I guess. Crab again, another one, wide open, green, nope. See, here's the issue at the end of the day. No matter how good your jump shot is, no matter how high your ratings are and how elite your badges are, you're just not going to green every shot in this game with the way that RNG shooting is. And so he's made 4 of like probably 8 or so threes so far, but you're going to miss even with the highest shot or with the highest ratings and best badges and best release. You're going to miss like relatively consistently unless you're cheating. And I'm not going to cheat. And I would assume the majority of y'all aren't either. So it just becomes sure, he's fun to use. His jumper's money. But is it really that big of a difference when he's so flawed in other areas? Knocks down another 3 there. We've really gotten him going offensively these last couple of possessions. Kyrie flies right by. We shoot it with confidence and drill it. Was due after the first few possessions where I think we were 2 for 6. But look, the card is okay. But I'm not going to sit here and gas him, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you should lock in that type of MT, because then you're just going to be stuck. If you lock in, I don't know, 200,000 MT to get this card, feels like that's... I don't know. Feels like that's a lot. It's going to be tough to justify spending that much MT to lock in a set for a card who's basically just a better version of Pink Diamond Kyle Korver. I think, honestly, Larry Johnson was probably he was probably overall the better option last week, to be totally honest. So I wouldn't recommend locking this in, is basically what I have to say at this point. He's fine, but he's not God tier. He's just, I mean, he is God tier as a shooter, but in a game where that doesn't matter as much this year, I don't know. Unless you have like Patty Mills base, I don't think there's any such thing as God tier. The only reason the Patty Mills base would be is because of the ability to shoot more shots and get off more shots easily. But another like wide open miss right there. I don't feel like I mistimed that one that I just missed with that, so I didn't really see the time. Oh well, it is what it is. This is not the best gameplay, but I'm just not that excited about this card, to be totally honest. He's knocked down some shots at a very high level, but he hasn't shown me anything else. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of where I am at this point, and I think I'm pretty much ready to call it a gameplay, to be totally honest. So we'll try to get him one more bucket here to start the second quarter, and then we're going to call it there. But when you're not really a huge threat as a defender, and you're not really a huge threat as a slasher, and you don't have top tier SIGs, at this point in the game, that is not really going to do it, although we are going to go coast to coast and yam it in transition. That, again, is more just a terrible pass by a not very good opponent than it is a great defensive play, though. And there you go. 17 points, 2 steals, 6 of 12, 5 of 11 from 3. Even with one of the best jumpers and some of the best shooting stats and badges in the game, he's still only 50%-ish from 3. Like, the way RNG shooting is, it's just not going to matter that much. So I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. Be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.